Another exciting bit of information here. Dragon Lee. He is a phenomenal Mexican superstar who has the it factor, if you will. We were just talking about the it factor that Jade carries on her back like it's nothing. Dragon Lee is one of those guys that is indeed ready for the main event. Now, I'm not talking about main event versus Roman Reigns. I'm talking about the main roster. He joined NXT. He's put on several great matches, including Dominic on Monday Night Raw. Now, Dragon Lee is one of those guys where I wanted to see if he was just more than a Rey Mysterio lookalike, because let's face it, everyone with a mask gets mistaken for Rey Mysterio. And you guys could be like, oh, that's ignorant, whatever. You know, look at Ace immediately saying he'll be a successor to Rey Mysterio. I just wanted to see a little more of him to try to, get a better grasp of what he's about. I know he was wrestling all over Mexico, and over there he was a big stud. AEW wanted to sign him, as well as many other companies, and WWE ended up getting him. He ended up debuting in NXT, and I would say that he's had a pretty successful run since joining World Wrestling Entertainment. But, outside of showing up and showing out against Dominic Mysterio, I just don't know where he would fit in the roster right now. I feel like he would kind of get lost in the shuffle. Duet says, main event when Roman is on vacation still counts. You're right. I just don't see him main eventing even with Roman on vacation. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good problem to have. When your roster is as stacked as SmackDown and Raw is, having Dragon Lee to start off the show or in between is a good problem to have. But he was supposed to be in NXT for the next several months, but reports are saying because he impressed so many on the main roster with Dominic Mysterio, he may get called up a lot sooner. I'm still on the fence. That's why you see me kind of going back and forth, backpedaling here, pausing what I'm saying, because I don't want to just say a bunch of nonsense off of hype. I think he's an exceptional star, but building him up in NXT and utilizing NXT to his favor, going up against Ilja Dragunov in a deeper story, or more matches in NXT in general with guys like Carmelo Hayes or Trick Williams. I don't know. I just feel like ultimately having him down there where he could feel like a big superstar would be what's best for business. All right, NXT has been cooking. A lot of people have turned their attention back to the black and gold brand, including myself. So I just feel like, what better way to showcase a guy like Dragon Lee, who is known to be a stud already in a roster full of up-and-coming talent. Having him, get lost with Grayson Waller and those guys just doesn't really seem like a good fit just yet. Brian Pillman Jr. is a superstar we are going to be talking about in our next segment, which I'm excited for. So, Dragon Lee, where would you have him? On Raw or SmackDown? If you were to call him up right here, right now, where would he go in your opinion? Don't talk about rumors. We're talking about strictly calling him up based on what you see on the show.